What is up, everybody? Ninja Nick here with 420 Gamer TV, bringing you guys another Diablo 3 Stoney gameplay. And in this one, of course, it is a road to Diablo 4, and we will be talking about what we know so far on what to expect with Diablo 4. Such as one thing, Blizzard did say that it is not going to be Blizzard soon, meaning it probably won't come until about 2021, maybe before or after whenever Elder Scrolls releases, if Elder Scrolls releases around that same exact time frame, because you never know. Sometimes it might, sometimes it won't. You never know. Now, what we also know on what we're going to get is that the characters, there's going to be 5 when it comes on release, like it always does. The 3 that they showed us, the Barb or the Barbarian, is going to be capable of wielding 4 weapons, and their abilities seem pretty fucking sick and reminiscent of Diablo 2. Actually, they did say also that a lot of the artwork and everything about Diablo 4 is going to be referenced to Diablo 1 and 2. They're bringing back the dark about it all, like just the gore and gruesomeness.
She wasn't from Tristram originally. She came here during the Troubles.
But like I was saying with the Barbarian, you know, they've brought a lot of the skills back from the other one. And of course, Whirlwind's there. There is gameplay and everything else from BlizzCon, so that's pretty fucking epic and awesome and all that. I'm really stoked about that, and I've watched it already a couple times. But pretty much, other than that, they showed us the sorcerer or sorceress, technically, because it was the female character. And they also showed us the druid, who they brought back. That's epic.
I thought he was a folktale. The idea of mad
now, I am curious on the other 2 we're gonna get.
Hasn't Tristram suffered enough?
I'm really curious on the other 2 we're gonna get. But my guess is one's definitely going to be a range type dealing with the bow, so it's more likely going to be an archer or a ranger, like somewhat of like a dual class. It'd be mainly range, you know, but when it comes up to up close and personal, the ranger will be able to pull out like a short sword or a one-handed blade, you know, something like that, and be able to use that as a weapon temporarily, and then right back down to the bow and stuff. You know, at least that's what I would hope. You know, it'd be a ranger. And then, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some kind of holy character to come into it, because they're going to have someone like that, considering, you know, there has to be light still somewhere in the world, despite what you see in the gameplay trailer, because I'm pretty sure, you know, what he was referencing to is there was no light in that one specific spot. But still, you know, I'm very, very curious on the other character. So I'm hoping it'll be like a Templar, maybe some kind of like Holy Knight other than just Templar. But yeah, you never know. But we are going to have 5 characters on launch. They all will be somewhat customizable, because they don't want us to run around with the same characters, because we are going to be in like an MMO-ish kind of like Diablo, to the point to where you'll be able to go and do world events, you'll be able to, you know, go around and play with other characters. You'll also be able to actually go around and team up and play with other people just randomly, and or PvP it and just slaughter people. So it's pretty interesting. And so because of that, they made it to where, like, you can, you know, I'm hoping this is what they'll do. They give us scars, they give us tattoos, not a lot of hairstyles, but a decent amount of hairstyles. Preferably one where you can have no hair, or like a stubble of ish like hair, and an epic beard. So come on. You know, stuff like that. Because, yeah, we're going to have our armor, we're going to have all that stuff that's going to make us very unique, yes. But, you know, down to the nook and cranny, you still want to be able to have that, you know, this is my character, not like, oh, hey, this is my version of, you know, the barbarian, or sorcerer, or druid, or whatever. It's the leveling up is going to be somewhat slower than it was in this one, and they did that specifically on purpose. They have not mentioned what the level cap is going to be, but when you do hit level cap, you'll gain a key that will unlock a harder version of the dungeons.
Follow me.
So, like, whatever specific dungeon you're going to go do, and you and your buddies are, capped out, you guys can actually cap that dungeon out. So the loot and everything else is a lot better. What else is also epic about it? They didn't mention that. They didn't say it might go to esports, but they did say it's really up to the people who play Diablo. So honestly, with the fact that it's going online, I can see it getting really competitive. Considering there is clans, or there's going to be clans. So you're gonna see clans of people, clashing it out on the PvP battlefield. There's gonna be people out there vying for control of like the top tier clans and all this other kind of stuff. And so it's gonna be pretty fucking awesome. I can see Diablo roughly doing a lot like what ESO did, quite a bit, but not a lot. At least I hope not. And honestly, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be somewhat of some kind of microtransactions in there. It wouldn't be surprising, but I don't think it's going to be more of levels or advantage. It's more of going to be all cosmetic stuff. So, like, if you really just want something, like, specific, like, you want it because it's cool and you're going to look good, then, yeah. But yeah, I can see them releasing Diablo 4 probably sometime either before or after whatever, because the next Elder Scrolls would like be too big of a game to compete with when it comes to being able to sell. There'll be like too many mixed people. But of course, you never know with the fact that Bethesda has been being butts quite literally lately when it comes to how they treat their, fan base and, how they fucking pretty much just treat their players. And just generally how they just don't really give a fuck that they're just going to do what they want. Even though, which they kind of can, it is their game. And, we can do one specific thing in general also, which is not buy their shit. This is what I think. Also, I think fucking Bethesda should give fucking Obsidian the open will and range to be able to make another freaking Fallout 76. No, fucking a new Fallout New Vegas. Because if they were able to remake, even if it was just remaster New Vegas and do one different thing, which is make it an open-ending fucking game to the point where you can beat the game but still play. Like, I want that. I want to be able to do that, so badly.
I couldn't have done this without you.
Because, honestly, that was one of my favorite Fallout games. That, and one of my favorite Elder Scrolls games, was fucking Oblivion. Go figure that it's a fucking whole game that wasn't made, whole two games, technically, was made by Bethesda, but it was made by fucking Obsidian. A whole different game company. And if you haven't played Outer Worlds yet, and you're fans of those two games that I just mentioned, Fallout New Vegas and Oblivion, totally play it, because you will love the crap out of it. It is a fun game. It literally is a fun game. I enjoyed playing it. I still haven't actually beat it yet. I'm gonna. Ooh, so fucking awesome. Venturing Lumbrax. Yeah, let's use that. Ooh, that's pretty gnarly. Oh yeah. What is this? Create a shockwave from the point of impact. That's pretty cool. But no, I still like this one. Oh yeah. But yeah, I'm really curious on all the aspects of what they'll allow us to do. the 5 characters that they'll give us, what the story's going to be about, because like I'm just brainstorming about the possibilities of what they could like do with this game, because like everyone knows the ending of Diablo 3. Anyone who's played Diablo 3 knows the end of it. And like, and even with the Reapers of Souls edition too, like you just know that fucking there's all sorts of things that's going to be technically having to deal with the Nephilim. Now, like, I think there's going to be more than likely some kind of huge cataclysmic war that's going to be dawned on by fucking the angels, the demons, and actually the Nephilim. Now, of course, the angels and demons are possibly, maybe, going to have, like, Nephilim on their side. I think that might be, like, what it might be going towards, but I'm not exactly too sure on that one. I am curious on it, though. But I am I can't say 100% sure on, like, if it's actually going to be about the Nephilim, but come on now. The way it ended, now I did hear that it's supposed to be based several centuries after your character in the game, like, you know, beat off Diablo and saved the world and all that other kind of stuff. So, you know, with the fact it's that far beyond, it's a little curious on, you know, how strong are the Nephilim at this point in time. And, like, for you to understand, like, how strong the Nephilim are possibly capable of actually getting, you should definitely look at Diablo 1 lore, because trust me, you'll be like, holy fuck, man. Like, no wonder why fucking, like, no wonder why the angels and the demons wanted them specifically on their side and them not to wield their own, you know, side and wage their own war against them. Because they are capable of it. Like, the Nephilim were, like, quite literally powerful. One of them was so powerful that he damn near almost destroyed the entire world, but realized what he did, and he brought it all back in, almost, and pretty much almost killed himself right before he died, supposedly. No one knows if he's for sure dead, but he went to the Void, which is exactly where, you know, Lilith just came from. So Lilith came from the Void. She came back from the Void. So, who's to say that, you know, the original Nephilim, or the strongest Nephilim, technically, not the original, but, well, I don't know, was he? I can't remember. But anyways, the one I'm specifically talking about, you have to watch Diablo 1 lore and, you know, Nephilim and all that stuff, which I do suggest doing if, you know, you're interested in it. But, well, friggin', who's to say, you know, the one who, you know, birthed the Nephilim? I wouldn't be too surprised if she possibly go and try to free her, well, maybe not even free, but more of go and visit. That'd be more of like what it would be. Like, go and visit her old, you know, love, and, you know, say, hey, look, I'm back. Thank you for throwing me in a hole for fucking ever. And then possibly kill him, or maybe even just leave him there. But at the same time, there could be the whole, like, she may forgive him because she may need his help for a specific thing, and then kill him afterwards, which would make a lot more sense. Like, I could literally see something like that happening to the point to where, like, you know, Lilith frees him, and he's the Archangel of Wisdom, if you're, like, curious on who I'm talking about. I can't remember his name, but yeah. But the Archangel of Wisdom pretty much frees him, and then from that, Malthael, I think? No, that was the other guy. But frees him anyways, gets him under the whole, like, oh, you know, hey, she forgave me, you know, yada, yada, yada. We're gonna try to, you know, build a wall, a barrier of some kind between the three worlds, sanctuary, heaven, and hell, to the points where, you know, angels on whatever side stay on that side and they can't come, you know, to sanctuary. And same thing with demons. You know what I mean? You have them under that suspicion when actually what her goal is to send sanctuary to the void. Because what other place would be more protected than in the void? And the Nephilim would be able to, you know, do whatever, and then possibly even come back because they've had enough time. Because, like, time is, like, linear. It's, like, continuous in the void. There's, like, no... yeah. So, I mean, because the void. But anyways, my stoner ass. And then, when he finally realizes what her plan really is, before he gets his chance, she kills him. Then we roll up, we fight her, and either prevent her from doing it, or help her to do it. By the way, it's pretty interesting. Fuck y'all up. Build a wall, dude, that keeps them from me.
I need fury.
Bitch, die. Fucking smacked you across the map. What's up? But, yeah. I definitely got to do like a theory video. Like right now, this is just all stuff I'm brainstorming and just like is coming up to my head while I think about like, you know, what the game could be based around, what could their idea of like what the story could be about, because like there's so many different things, but like the possibility of like what she could be doing there or what she will do, because he even says save us or I don't know, but you know, like his reference is like, you know, she's there to help specifically the Duffel. I'm pretty sure because that's what she cares about because they're her children. So I think her goal is going to be specifically to aid them in whichever way possible. Well, in her way, I should say. In any which way, her way possible. Not just, oh, hey, you know, you're my children, so I'm going to do this and protect you. No, it's going to be more of like, hey, I'm doing this whether you like it or not. Which is where, you know, one of the most epic things that you could think of would be, oh, you know, she just got sent to the void. She probably wouldn't want to go back, and if she does go back, she'd rather be back with all her children. So, why not send entirety of Sanctuary? I mean, it wouldn't be that hard. Like, all they'd have to do is go to, like, several points of the world, probably put something specifically there, some kind of shrine or do something, whatever, some kind of seance-like thing. Whatever be the case. And then, from there, make it to where, like, fucking, after it's all dead and said and done, bam! Sanctuary, like, is linked in some kind of, like, weird way to the point where it can now be teleported to, you know, the void. Which would be fucking epic. Which then means, like, you know, angels and demons would be able to go there but not come back. So they wouldn't go there unless they were stupid. So I think that's kind of what could be possibly it. And right now, that's the only thing I can think possibly could end up it being about. Which is kind of weird, but still, like, that'd be a pretty awesome story, honestly.
I gain new strength.
Sweet. Get a new ability called Leap. Like a bitch slap, what's up?
Need more time.
Bitch slapping everything. That's so not fair.
This must be the blacksmith's apprentice. Adric should be told of his fate.
Yeah. What's up, bitches? The fuck you up? But see, one thing I really do hope that they do add in is like a specific kind of like side questy like one for each specific character. Which I mean, wouldn't make sense on why they would say not even Blizzard soon, because giving a unique backstory and like side missions for each and every single one of those characters to the point to where it's like, you know, you can get a better, I wouldn't say origin story, but like a better grasp of like where they are and where they came from, you know, that kind of like thing. I mean, it's a highly doubtful thing. It's highly doubtful that something like that would be added in, but it'd be pretty cool. At least I think it would be cool. Eat that. Now, to all the characters I kind of hope, which will be like somewhat like I hope it'll be one of the two that we'll get to either, you know, DLC characters. Because like one that I think we'll for sure get is going to be a ranger or a bow type of user, because we haven't actually had one other than like the demon slayer or demon hunter or witch hunter or whatever in this game. Which is kind of sad, because that's what I originally beat it as, and like I had a blast. I love that fucking one. But fucking, it's gonna probably be a character a lot like, not like that, but like more rangery. Definitely more using like an actual traditional bow, not like actual like fucking crossbow guns. Yeah. Those are fucking awesome. I love those things. Like, yeah, being that dude rock. Even though he can even use a bow too, so I don't know. They might do it. They might not do that. But they do need an actual like rangy type other than just a sorcerer or sorceress. They'll need a physical DPS style, not just a magical DPS.
I'll taste your fear.
Which is where I'm like, So it'd have to be a ranger type of character, because also they'd be able to do melee attacks. Considering being a ranger, they have the capability of using a melee weapon, whether it be a dagger, a fucking sword, fucking axe, whatever, as long as like a one-handed weapon. Beat y'all down. What's up? Okay, that's everything. But yeah, I'm super curious. Oh, this is gonna be so fucking awesome, though.
More fury.
Die. Just keep coming out of the ground. Kill one, another one comes. Yeah. There. Yeah. Die, you little bastards. Dead. Almost level 9. Die. Die, zombie. Cemetery of the Forsaken, bitch.
Not enough fury.
Fuck you, yes there is. The bitches.
Not ready
Yeah.
yet.
Booyah. Yeah, I will do it. That's right. Skeletons. Dead. Simple, huh? It's mainly used for the Reaver. That'd be a cool class.
It's a trap. I must hold up until the magic is exhausted. Still recharging.
That's right. The motherfucker, bring it. That's right. Give me your shit. Oh, what's this? Ooh. Okay, this one unleash a devastating attack against nearby enemies.
I won't do that.
I won't do that. Fuck it, whatever.
That creature must die.
That skeleton. Yeah. Oh no. What's up? Exploding skeletons everywhere. Oh snap.
I will not be denied.
That's for damn sure. Oh,
This must not be the crypt that holds the crown. The search continues.
that's for sure. I already knew that though. Let's go ahead and use that. Okay.
Not ready yet.
When King Leoric came to court, he brought many nobles with him, and nobles, oddly enough, want noble crypts. So I showed up with my shovel, thinking to make easy profit by digging a few holes. Ha! There's no stopping their demands around here. Now, I eat, sleep, and breathe dirt, it seems.
But yeah, Diablo 4. I'm still thinking though that theory wouldn't be a bad one if it was actually that way. Lilith's whole like master plan being like to make sure that Sanctuary remains the Nephilims and only the Nephilims by sending it to the Void. That'd be pretty fucking epic. Epically sinister and epically fucking like, in a way, loving, considering she wants it to be peaceful for them at all times and not warring because of, you know, demons and angels. But of course, it's still going to do that because of the fact that, you know, hey, they have aspects of both. With the fact that they have both, boom, explosion. Like a radius, huh? Run away. Nope, that's not allowed. Oh, well, gnarly. That's right. Die. Da-da-da-da. Sweet. Woo. Sweet. Bam, bitch. Explode.
In the eastern kingdom of Khezistan, I heard rumors of Zakarum warriors called Crusaders. While the natives were most
That'd be
reticent,
pretty cool if we got
I
a
was able
Crusader.
to deduce that this order was founded 200 years ago, just as Rakis took his army of paladins west. But these Crusaders went east on a very different mission.
Guess what? You deal 40% additional damage to enemies below 3% health. When you are healed by a health globe, gain 2% life regeneration per second and 4% increased movement speed for 15 seconds. This bonus stacks up by 5 times. Okay, cool. Thanks for that one though. Okay. This one still needs to get one. Then that one. Then that one. Okay.
Time to test my skill.
Okay. It'd be pretty cool if we got something called like a Reaper maybe. And like maybe instead of dealing with like undead like skeletons and stuff, maybe just like ghosts and being able to like use as like soon fallen enemies their souls to attack, deal damage to people.
The crown must be in a different crypt.
Well, that's kind of obvious. Oh yeah, here we go.
I'll taste your fear.
Die. That's right. I win. Fucking you up, bro. Oh shit. Oh, it hurt.
You cannot stand before me.
Diverges.
Need more time. More fury.
More, motherfucker, more? Really? get down. Hold on, finish this place though. Oh, there you go. That's right, bitches. I killed you. Almost level 11. Hey, Bobby.
I'm on the right path. The crown must be near. I need fury.
Ooh, dual circles. That's right, bitch. What's up? Got pretty much almost 2 notches to go.
No, I will not allow you to bring that monster Leoric back to this world.
Ugh. Come here. Hey.
Not ready yet.
Ooh. Oh, hello. Okay. 21. Honey.
I am returning to town.
Yes, Jim, return to town, bitch. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I'll talk to him in a minute. No, I probably should do it now.
I am the last of the Horodrim. I couldn't always claim this. If I had turned to the Horodric teachings sooner, Diablo could have been stopped before his reign of terror began.
You cannot believe this.
When the first signs appeared, I did nothing. I had shrugged the old tales off like they were so much fantasy. And Tristram, no, the world has paid dearly for my arrogance. I have tried to make up for my failings. Leah and I have spent her lifetime scouring the world, collecting pieces of the prophecy of the end days. If I can decipher it, we will have the key to defeating the Lords of Hell.
Booyah. Let's get those Lords of Hell.
To care much for each
Slay
other.
everybody.
I do not know what my life would have been like had I not raised her. Oh, it must have been difficult for Leah, following an old man on a mad search for the secrets to defeating the lords of the burning hells. But though she has seen her share of mysterious things, she is still unsure of my quest. I can understand. She has never seen anything like Diablo and his brothers.
Yeah, if I'm yawning a lot, it's more than likely. Well, what time? Let's see what time it is. It's almost 11 o'clock at night. And I've been up since, I don't know, at least 4 in the morning. So, yeah.
The prophecy of the end days is contained within the Horodric tomes I inherited from my ancestor, Jared Kane. It is a warning to those who could interpret it regarding Hell's ultimate invasion of our world, written by many different people throughout history, in many different lands. All known versions of the prophecy are incomplete. I have spent a good part of the past 20 years trying to complete it. I am certain it holds the answers to defeating the Lords of Hell.
Diablo drove Leoric to madness.
Leoric resisted Diablo's attempts to possess him, but the effort left him weak and confused. When his son Albrecht was kidnapped to be a vessel for Diablo, it destroyed any sanity Leoric had left.
And after he became the Skeleton King?
He commanded an army of the dead deep within the cathedral, finally serving the Lord of Terror he had resisted while alive. Many adventurers tried and failed to slay the Skeleton King. It was left to Leoric's eldest son, Aiden, to finally kill the monster his father had become.
Yeah.
You found the crown.
No.
Truth be told, I didn't think you'd make it back alive. It needs repair. Should be no problem. It's good to work again. There. New as the day it was placed upon the Black King's head. I need something more than making spades to occupy my mind. I want my life to mean something.
Then follow me and hone your skills. There is deadly work to be done, and I will need your arms. I have grave news. Your apprentice is dead.
Fool boy. Hope for the worst and you will not be disappointed. Thank you for the news.
Sweet. Well, I'm gonna call it a video. I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope everyone has a great day, great night, great evening, all that great shit. You know exactly what I mean. Catch me for the next one. Later.